just what you got from your freshmen the other night, a bit of a sign that, they're starting to maybe get in a little bit of a rhythm. They're probably prone to still inconsistencies the rest of the year, but
Yeah.
what kind of sign did you see?
Honestly, just the fight, like the togetherness, the cohesiveness out there in the fourth quarter. I think 8 minutes ago, we're down by 24 points, and there was no given. They just kept battling. Obviously, we were able to do a little bit more things with them and just flying around, being a little bit more aggressive, just because of their athleticism. But they didn't fight. They didn't quit. They kept fighting. And it's our job just to continually get them better every single day, and just try to put the best product out there we can.
They earn themselves maybe a few more minutes.
Here
down the line.
Yeah, one would think. It's we need everybody. We need the maturity and the veterans' physical capabilities, and then we need their energy. While both groups have something that the other ones don't have, but a long way to go, one game at a time. It's Indiana on our home floor. Try to put up the best fight we can.
So we talked to Abby and Mary Ashley, and they kind of both stressed what IU gives them in terms of motivation, and then as well as how closely packed the Big Ten standings are. So do you think you're gonna get more out of them, or can you already tell that how seriously they're taking?
I mean, it doesn't matter. Like, it shouldn't matter who we're playing.
Right.
But obviously when Duke plays North Carolina, Purdue plays Indiana, like, it just happens organically, naturally. They're really good, if we can't get hype for this game tomorrow, then there's something wrong with us.
Yeah. They bring back their starting group. How much? What's different? What's the same with them?
I think that at times they in my opinion, obviously I'm not trying to discredit, like, Grace Berger has missed on the floor for them. Just she was a pure bucket for them. Mm-hmm. Now, with that being said, Mackenzie Holmes is probably the best post player in the country. Sid shoots it, Garzone shoots it, Scalia shoots it, and I think Chloe's maturation and her how much she has improved from the first time we played him her sophomore year to now is night and day. What a great leader for him out there. For us, we've got to be in attack mode, and try to push tempo for 94 feet, play fast, try to spread them out, and maybe hopefully we get them in foul trouble and we get into their bench.
Yeah.
Coach, as far as the importance of a quick start, I mean,
yeah.
Can you just go into that and just the real emphasis on making sure that you start off with that high energy you want from the very first minute?
Yeah, no matter who we're playing, right? Like, I think at Penn State, we got some really good looks early, just didn't make them. I think if we stay locked in and just play with confidence, play with each other, play for each other, good things can happen for us. But it is important to get out to good starts. It's crazy. It's been our second quarter that's kind of been our downfall. If you look at overall like where we've taken a drop has been in the second and third quarter. So us trying to figure that out, trying to put the right combinations out there to avoid drop-offs like that.
Rashonda Jones, I mean, she just really has grown and become more aggressive. Mm-hmm. What do you feel like she was seeing out there on the court that was just allowing her to really flourish in that third quarter and really leading that comeback?
Yeah, honestly, she's kind of been struggling since she's come back from just getting back on the court, and it was just like hopefully like a welcome back kind of moment for her. It was just good but the kid has worked at it. We landed from Penn State the other night, and she's like, "Coach, 11 a.m. tomorrow." Like, the kid has just put in extra time trying to see the ball go through the basket, put the work in, and then against Penn State it paid off. She worked yesterday, and I'm sure she'll work today again after practice with me. But it's amazing when you put in work how kind of the basketball gods tend to appreciate that.
That was one of those workouts with you again.
Yeah. I'm telling you, our GA Abby gets a lot of run, chasing rebounds down. If it doesn't come straight to me, I don't chase it after it anymore.
Can you talk about the collective work ethic of this team? I mean,
Yeah.
I know there's the losing streak and whatnot, but as
We're
far
working,
as
right? Like we're working. I thought yesterday we came in and we grinded. Had a really good day in the half court against the guys offensively, against our rips. We were able to try to break some stuff down that Indiana does, but like there's gonna be no quit in this group. Like we're gonna keep fighting, we're gonna keep battling, to keep trying to get better. If we can continually work and then have this vibe about us that we're just gonna be hard to beat, be tough to beat, make sure they remember that they played us kind of attitude, then maybe now and then we're gonna knock off somebody we shouldn't.
Why was it important for you to bring Mark aboard on your staff?
Gosh. I don't know. He just him and I get along really well. Kind of got the same laid back attitude about a lot of things, but then we're going to get into you and push you. He knows everybody in the recruiting world. He'll say a name and I'm like, man, remind me again. But just his continual grind and work ethic, knew him for a long time and just thought he'd be a really good piece for us.
Coach, speaking bigger picture, you faced a lot of good teams, especially in the Big Ten, that can just really shoot the ball, and noticing a trend that field percentages might be up across NCAA women's basketball in general. Compared to when you played and you won a three-point shooting contest yourself, where would you feel like you've seen the biggest growth as far as just collective better shooters across the board, across the country?
I just think that our game it just keeps evolving and growing. I said the other day, like, women can hoop, man. Like people put in the work. Like you watch people watch Caitlin, they want to be like Caitlin. People watch Aaliyah Boston. People watch Sarah Scalia, Sid Parrish. Like they watch those and they want to emulate them. And our game is just gonna keep getting better and better.
You have a lot of freshmen and underclassmen on the team. How do you balance the understanding it takes time for a young team to grow with trying to be competitive day in and day out?
It's a really good question. You got an answer for it? There's been some really trying moments for us, but without obviously we want to win and live in the moment and be there for this group, but understanding too at the same time there's a long game in play here, in making sure we don't lose sight of that. But also living in the moment. So there's a really fine balance. A lot of sleepless nights, a lot of early mornings, late nights, trying to figure it out. This time, y'all, I can't do dry January. It's been a tough month for me.
That it?
All right,
Thank you.